Good morning, students. This is the super sub. I want you to be really careful now and read this. Make sure that you take it down and read it so you can see what it. You're going to have to code it. Okay, it's in code. See how smart we are today and alert we are. Now, it's been a long time. As you know, students, and I'm going to address your parents today and all the people out there of America and the world. I'm going to tell the truth, which I've always done, and that's why you students loved me. That's why you called me the super sub. And for you parents and all those people out there who don't know me, my name is Ken Higby, and I'm going to tell you the truth. And a lot of people out there don't want to hear it, and I'm not going to waste a lot of time here because I have to say things that I don't really want to say because probably it will get me banned like it normally does. And I lost my job as a teacher because I was telling the truth by a bunch of liberal administrators. My students loved me because I would answer their questions truthfully. But we can't tell the truth anymore. The administrators of schools don't want to tell the truth anymore. They want to tell lies. And right now, as we see it, teachers don't even want to go back to work. Now, there are some, I don't want to generalize and say every teacher. But the teachers union, we can see with our own eyes what's going on. Now, I lost my job. I love teaching children. I love teaching the parents. I love telling the truth. I love to have information come out that we have so hard fought for over the generations of mankind to only have it happen again and again and again and hurt us. Right now, they're trying to dumb us down, dumb our children down by telling us it's not happening while we're seeing it right before our eyes. Now, I was in military intelligence. I was in the military. Okay, I know the strategy. I know what's going on. And I'm going to tell you the truth today. Now, this may be banned, probably, because all of them are. But I'm going to say it, and I'm going to keep saying it. And I want you, as the parents and the students and everything, to share this with your friends and your family and everything, because this is the only way it's going to get out. This is the only way the truth is going to be told, and the only way that we're going to get back on track to do the things that we're supposed to do and advance as an intellectual species. Now, it's kind of an oxymoron, truthfully, and that puts us back to the first beginning of what you just got done reading coded. It's a little bit of a, prep for my students, and you know that. Because I always like to engage your mind. I like to be able to have you think for yourself, and that was one of the reasons why they fired me from my job. Because I was teaching the truth and having the students think for themselves. That's the only reason. They didn't want me telling the truth of what was happening and why it was happening and why the dumbing down of our students. And here's the truth. They want to have power over all of us. They want to be able to tell us what to do, when to do, and how to do it. They don't want us to think for ourselves. They want to be able to control us. Now, we had a brief period just a little bit ago where we started to have freedoms to be able to think for ourselves and do for ourselves, and there was a great outcry for that. But in their infinite wisdom over the thousands of years of power and control, they didn't want that. They want us to be slaves. And that's the truth. Slaves to the power. And it's been ever since the dawning of man and through the Egyptians. We saw even history of what happens when powerful people gain ultimate power. They control millions of people and do exactly what they want and not what you want as the individuals. That's why I was fired from my job of teaching. That's the truth. Now I'm here because of COVID, and all of you students know that I have been battling cancer for 9 years now, and I'm on the winning edge of it. But we really never win because sooner or later it takes over. But as it's going right now, it has stopped, and I am very grateful to all of you who have reached out in concern to me. And I'm thankful for my Father in heaven who has given me the opportunity to continue, and I'm going to continue to teach even though they fired me. And I'll keep reiterating that. I'm not going to stand on a chair and tell everybody that I'm the best person in the world, but I am not the worst person in the world. I'm not the brightest crayon in the box, but I'm a crayon. I'm a human being. I'm a Homo sapien. And I have a brain, and it's a God-given brain, and the freedom to be able to do and see and experience anything that I want to in this earth is mine. Not someone else's to give me, which they're trying to do now. They have control, so I can't go anywhere in the world that I want to. I can't go across the street and go into a restaurant or into a convenience store or into a library or anyway without wearing a mask because of this COVID. Now, I have been going for over a year now, okay, and I haven't gotten COVID. I've been tested for it, I've been around it, and I haven't wore a mask. Now, I have been shunned, and I have been screamed at, I've been yelled at, and I'm going to talk to Dr. Fauci right directly. Dr. Fauci, you're a fraud. Plain and simple. And you're only following the power and the money. The WHO, frauds. Frauds. They told us one thing and then another, and it doesn't add up. COVID-19, and I'm going to say it, is a fraud. It is a political weapon, it was a bioweapon, and it was put upon this country purposely to do exactly what it's doing right now. It is taking the power from you as individuals and putting it into the people who are trying to control this country, and you can see it right now. And there's no denying it. The people who are in control of our country right now, both houses of Congress, the House of Representatives and the Senate, and the presidency of the United States, and look what they're doing to us. Now, as a super sub, you all know that there's no prejudice in me. I see every single person as a person, not a color. Yet they're telling me I'm a white supremacist, which I am not. I might be white or pink, but I don't see people for other than what they are as people. And I taught that, and I'm still going to teach that, but I'm not going to have anyone tell me that I am something that I'm not, because that is racist. When they scream and yell at me and tell me I'm a white supremacist and they knock me down and hit me, which they have beat me up. And I am a disabled veteran. I fought for this country. I fought for the right and freedom to be able to say and do what I need to do in this life to teach, which is that's what I am, a teacher. I'm an ordained priest. And yes, I have two-way conversations with God. And I'm not afraid to say it. I'm not afraid to admit it. God tells me what to do and what not to do because he is my maker. No man has that right to tell me what to do and what not to do. But what thing? When God tells me what to do, he doesn't demand it and make me a slave because of it. He tells me and suggests to me the best way to do things so I can survive in this life. Now, I can go about and do something evil or bad, and I'll suffer the consequences. But see, that is the truth, and that's why we are supposed to teach, and that's what I was teaching, and that's why I was fired, because I was teaching the truth. And I'll keep saying that until I die. Because I was wrongfully done. I was teaching the truth to your children. And I'm talking to the people out there, the parents. I'm talking to the people of America. who all rallied out and said that they wanted to have freedom and freedom of speech and freedom of religion and freedom of all that, and you can see it's all being taken away from us. And yes, that's going to ban this because, yes, I know Mark Zuckerberg. He used to talk to me on the phone, and we used to talk together. I know him personally. Now, I've never walked up and personally shook his hand, but I have talked to him on the phone. I've talked to him on Hangout. I've talked to him on text. All of that. And he banned me. Now, that's the truth. Now, what are we going to do about it? Well, I'm going to continue to teach. But in order to teach, I have to be listened to. And they're not allowing that. They're censoring me. They've taken everything away from me. I can't work. They're starving me out. They're taking everything away. So, in that light, I'm going to say something, and I'm going to show people something here. And I'm getting a little emotional because I lost what I really love to do, and that is teach, and the ability to teach. But ever since I was a young man, for a long time now, I have been collecting cards. Okay? And now, in order to live, I'm going to have to start selling those cards, and I don't want to do much selling on this channel because from now on, every time I come on, I'm going to, do a little selling. And as you see, this is a card, baseball card. Okay. All right, and that's what I have. And here's a really nice one. This is Pete Rose. Okay. Okay, and I have graded cards, and I have all kinds of cards. And if you're interested in a collector like I am, I have a 500,000 trading cards: basketball, baseball, football, and I'm going to sell off that collection online so I can at least live. I'm not going to sit on a street corner with a sign saying I'm a disabled veteran, please give me a donation or whatever. I fought for the freedom to be able to live in this life. I have the means, and I have, like I said, 500,000, 500,000 baseball, football, basketball cards at my disposal, but I have to have a way to selling them. Now, with that said, my email is Ken, K-E-N, 59, Higby, H-I-G-B-Y, S-R as in senior, at gmail.com. And if you're a collector or you want to help me out, I will be fair and honest with my dealings with the cards. And if you have a preference of a card that you want, and you're whether you want to do it for a present or whether you do it professionally and everything, contact me. And I will look through my collection, and I will get with you, and I will show you what I have, and that maybe we can make a deal. Okay, with that said, I'm going to go on the last part of this conclusion of this video today so it doesn't get too long and I can get it out to the people. And I want you to know I'm going to be doing this every single day. And I'm going to teach the truth, and we're going to start with doing this just like I just said right now. And I'm going to teach you the truth about everything that's going on right now and why it's going on and who's behind the scenes pulling the trigger. So we can get these people who are doing this to us rounded up and out of office and out of whatever they are doing and whoever they are, and in jail where they belong. Because they are destroying this country and they are destroying the other countries of the world just for one reason. That is for power. The lust for power. Now, there's also a part that comes with that, and like I reiterated, I'll reiterate, and I will say it again as I did. Greed has something to do with it too. The greed for wealth, and we all know what greed is, and we all know what lust is, and those are one of the two things that, as a human being, Homo sapien, We have beastly qualities, and those are the two qualities of a beast. Totally. Lust and greed. An animal, when it has something, a bone or something, and it's eating, will fight another animal off for it. Or it'll go take away from that and try to, and that's just the way it is. So in power over another one, and that's for survival of the fittest. Okay, we know that. We have that. But we are supposed to be an intellectual species. Okay, we're supposed to be above being a beast and showing those qualities of that negative end of our species. Yet it's not. It's happening. And those people in power right now, they're going to take everything away from us if we don't stand up and do what we're supposed to do and take them out of office, take them out of civilization, and put them away so they can't control our lives like they want to. Thank you, and I will be back tomorrow, and or sometime maybe later today, but I have to try to make a living doing the best I can. It's hard right now, and I'm not going to cry tears and make everybody, say, oh, I'm sorry for you. I don't want people to feel sorry for me. I want people to help me help you people yourself, because you are in a problem and I'm in a problem. And that problem we can't take care of unless we take care of those people who are up at the top trying to take it all away from us. End of story. End of the day. Love you. God bless you. Take care. Until tomorrow. This is the Super Sub.